Greetings, citizens of Tetris. It is your old pal Vandweller back with more classic Tetris Monthly Masters event for October 2025. And what we've got for you today, contrary to any future information you might receive from this stream, is an American against a, what do you call a Finnish player? A Finn? A Finnish person? Sounds good to me. Anyway, someone from the USA versus someone from Finland. And those two people are Dengler versus Akatu. This is going to be a single, solitary, solo, one-match thing. We don't have the follow-up match. At some point, we will play Blue Scooty versus Tugi. The winner of that will take on the winner of this at some point. But yeah, we've got a full top 16. Do we have any top 8ers yet? No. So this will determine the first of our top 8. Dengler versus Akatu. Seed number 4 versus number 13. Real quick, players, of course, you know this. This is a best of 5. Level 18 starts. Level 39. Uncapped score. Same piece sets. No increment. Don't get any in-game advice. Don't pause unless I tell you to if you experience tech issues, internet slowdown, stuff like that. Just keep playing. Assume your game will count. And of course, biological turbo only. The winner gets absolutely something. That is a share in a prize pool, which stands right now at $1,333.96. Where does that prize pool come from? Yeah, it comes from you guys, not the players. Maybe some players. But the viewers, right? The fans, that is where the prize pool comes from. This prize pool doesn't go anywhere without your help. The goal every single Masters event is $2,000. That allows us to pay the top 8. And the top 8 is a good number to pay because then, you know, like a quarter of the entire tournament gets a prize. And that is very motivating to people to know, yeah, I could enter, win a couple matches and get a prize, right? So that's nice. Keeps players coming back. And, you know, we want to make that happen. Right now, we're only paying the top 4. Let's pay the top 8. Help out the prize pool. Use the Matcherino command while you're watching live on Twitch or on YouTube. That'll bring up some links. The one that says Masters is the one for Masters. Click on that. It'll take you to the landing page for this tournament with our prize pool partner, Matcherino. Top right-hand corner is where you log in. You can do it with your existing Twitch, YouTube, or Discord account. Easy peasy. If you're watching after the fact, you can go to go.ctm.gg/prize to get to that same link. Once you're logged in, mustard colored button says contribute, and that is where you contribute. That's how to support the players, to support the channel. One way to do that, patreon.com/monthly Tetris. Monthly Tetris is the way. Patreon.com/monthly Tetris. You can make an ongoing pledge of support to help keep this channel going. If you don't like Patreon, there's other ways. I've put them in the chat right now. But use that support command and find those ways. But of course, if you're supporting us, what are you helping to make happen? You're helping to keep this channel going, bring you these tournaments month after month after month after month of Tetris is never too much Tetris. And if you want us to keep bringing it to you, find a way to support us. Patreon.com/monthly Tetris is a great way to support us. Just like the people on the screen: Scott Gray, Jane the Window, Canaan, Techie, Corporal, Shelby, Troydan, Kim M, Rogue Potato, Cat Kid, Javanti, Jason, Sunny, Junior, as well as other people on this slide and not on this slide. I've got a few to add over the last few days. We will get them added. And thank you to everybody supporting us. If you're watching on YouTube, super chat, super stickers, and other things like that, channel memberships, gift channel memberships, those help. Twitch, you got bits, you got subs, you got gift subs, and you've got Amazon Prime, Twitch Prime gaming subs. Consider using your Amazon Prime, Twitch Prime gaming sub on this channel. It's use it or lose it. Don't lose it. Otherwise, it goes back to Amazon, right? And not to us. So use it on us. Well, I have made a mistake. I have used the right flag, but I accidentally left the words USA in the template down there with Akatu. I will get that fixed at some point. Right now, I'm going to do it right now because, you know, people they want to have their right country on there, right? It's fine. We'll fix it. We'll give you guys the pieces. we'll get, let's see, goodbye Dengler, hello Akatu, right? I got this whole template. So I have this file, like hundreds of layers with different players' heads and flags and blocks and all this other stuff. So I'm fixing it right now as we speak. But there's a lot of little elements on this. I got to turn on and off. So it's a deal. It's a deal. All right, we're fixing it right now. Ready? FIN. Is that what it is? FIN. All right. And then we're going to export seed number 13 right. All right, watch it change right in front of your eyes, right? 13 right, ME. Good. Happy? Good? Happy? Better? Feel good? All right, let me just refresh both these streams because I think they kind of started off at different times. So just give me 1 second. We'll do that, and then we'll get started. Okay, 02B22F. 02B22F. Both players are on seed. Looks like both players are ready. It's a top 16 match between Dengler and Akatu. Very excited for this one. Let's go ahead and get them started in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. All right, TLI. Well, on the left side of your screen, let me move them over to the left a little bit. Let's move them ever so slightly over here. There you go. Good enough. It is Dengler. Dengler qualified into this tournament into seed number 4. And in virtue of that top 8 qualifying seed, he got a 2-round bye. So if you qualify into the top 8, you get to start in the round of 16, and everybody else is just kind of fighting their way to try to play you. So Dengler got a 2-round bye and now gets to start here basically in the 3rd round. Dengler qualified in with a 1.63 million. That was the average of his best 2 games played in a 1-hour qualifying period. He's got an overall PB of 5.43 million. That is a top 15 score on the leaderboard. He was ranked number 12 in the most recent Premier poll, which is a ranking of Tetris, competitive Tetris players. You can find the full results over at premierpoll.com. Premier with an E at the end. Most recently, Dengler was the winner of the Northeast Regional. That was last month, so about 6 weeks ago in Connecticut. Dengler took first in that, was played against Tugi, an invader. All right, taking on that invader there. Fended off the attack and won it for America. There you go. So anyway, that was Dengler winning that. He is a 3-time CTWC gold bracket player. He's never finished outside the top 16. He was one of the final 4 in 2024, and top 16 this year. Went out against the eventual winner of the tournament, Alex T. And the only people who've knocked him out of CTWC are Dog and Alex T. Those are the only 2. 253 for Dengler, 256 for Akatu. Dengler is also a 2-time Challenger Circuit winner and a Future Circuit winner, in addition to winning that Northeast Regional, which, by the way, he did do back-to-back years, that same regional. Also, he is a runner-up in Classic Tetris Monthly Masters event. He was 2nd in June. That was the Pixelandi month. And Dengler was the runner-up in that one. It's also a 3-time Mega Masters player. He had his best year ever in Mega Masters, finishing in the top 8, and has never finished outside the top 16 in that one either. 372 for Dengler, 331 for Akatu. On the right side of your screen, Akatu, seed number 13, qualified in with a 1.41 million. Akatu from Finland. And he has got a 2.14 million PB. That is a top 50 score on the leaderboard. Akatu started in round 2. In virtue of that top 16, he got to skip round 1 and started off in round 2 and took out Lucas Huang in that round 2 to get here to the round of 16. Akatu, former future circuit winner, did that back in May of this year. Played in Mega Masters twice, had his best run ever. Round of 16, he made it to, went out to SV. He's a 2-time future circuit, 1-time hopeful circuit winner. Took a top 4 in that CT12 tournament for 2023 into 2024. 513 here for Dengler, 454 for Akatu. Dengler, of course, it's weird to say traditional, but a traditional roller. Akatu, a keyboard roller. So he's playing on keyboard, hovering his D-pad finger, in essence, over the keys that he has assigned for directional movement. Then he rolls his other hand's fingers on top of that finger. That is legal, and we will see if it is lethal. 607 for Dengler, 549 for Akatu. Stolen Short Sword says, Premier Pole with an E. Not the best, just the first. Right. I mean, there's no other pole, so he's filling a hole in the marketplace. Dengler is going to transition in at 676. So a massive transition here in Game 1. Akatu is in with a 598, a very healthy transition for him as well. Maybe you want to play that seed. But Dengler, 1 row off the bottom, gets a Tetris. Dengler, of course, known for his pace accomplishment, perfect max outs, all that. Then showing off here in Game 1 of his first match in Masters for the month. 633 for Akatu, 784 for Dengler. I mean, level 21, 810 for Dengler. He has not slowed down at all. He's still working 1 row off the bottom. A double and a Tetris for Akatu, 688, back by 150,000. Akatu with a reasonable score on 21, a 688. Of course. I don't know what of course means. I don't know when I said of course or whatever. You have to bring it up. I don't remember every word I said. 903 for Dengler, 774 for Akatu. Tetris for Dengler, 945. He's going to maybe set up here. No, he's going to take the triple. He's got a good lead. Akatu's board getting up a little bit high here. Dengler, of course, known for his pace accomplishment. That is a problematic sentence. I think your standards are a little too high there. Not going to lie. 965 for Dengler, 853 for Akatu. Dengler up very high on this board here at a 974. This is very tough down stack. And that is going to be a top out for Dengler at 977. Akatu just 14,000 points away from chasing this down. So Dengler with the top out on 27, 17 lines shy of the 19 transition. And Akatu gets that long bar down and the Tetris and the max out for Akatu. So Akatu going to take game number 1 after, you know, the 600, whatever it was, high 600 transition from Dengler and, you know, a really good high 500 transition from Akatu. Dengler stacks up too high, too difficult to down stack. He's going to top out. Akatu takes it. Game number 1. Welcome anyway, Hepta, Tio, Tuosh, Pines Cutely, Emily, Short Sword, Furio, all right, the pieces are here. 3BBC57. Did they not show up? They're here. When do we get keyboard masters? We get to 20,000. Get to 20,000 subscribers on YouTube, or 15,000 followers on Twitch. We'll do keyboard masters. How about that? Now you got to tell all your friends. Okay, looks like both players are ready. Akatu up 1-0 to none. 3-2-1 Tetris. Welcome, Billy Mac Makes in the YouTube chat. Jongler is here as well. Swazilla. Billy Mac rooting for the Blue Jays. And of course, you know, as unabashed fans of Canada, or as an unabashed fan of Canada, or I'm speaking, all right, I'm going to speak for the organization of Classic Tetris Monthly. As fans of Canada, CTM is rooting for the Blue Jays. $91,000 Dengler, $91,000 Akatu. Same score, same lines. Who isn't rooting for the Blue Jays? All right, Dengler getting up high again, but able to get pieces over there and get a bar down, get a Tetris 119. Who isn't rooting for the Blue Jays? Well, I mean, I guess Dodger fans are not rooting for the Blue Jays. There might be some chauvinistic Americans who are just rooting for Americans as a matter of course. You know, I don't know. Or, you know, U.S. Americans, not Canadian North Americans. $188 for Dengler, $164 for Akatu. All right, Dengler, $193, $189 for Akatu. These players have met before in CTM. That was just a few months ago in June. And that was a round 2 match Dengler took that one 3-0. Dengler with a blue spire of S's. Akatu significantly flatter. Now 2 long bar dependencies here for Dengler. Gonna have to find a way to bring this down. Looks like without the benefit of a bar. All right, there's the bar. And the dirty Tetris Dengler. That unblocks the well. The Z vertical, setting up the O-tuck. And he's got an open well again. Tetris Dengler 339. How far can you get your pieces to the side using DAS on level 19? For pieces that have a vertical orientation, what is it? 8 with quick tap. And for pieces that have a horizontal orientation, it's 9, basically. $459 for Dengler, $370 for Akatu. So 60,000 point lead for Dengler. There is a dirty triple, and Dengler's screen looking there and kind of misdrops the J piece in so doing. And that's rough because you kind of screen look when you get, these 5 taps, and if you miss the 5 tap, oh, there's the dirty, just kind of manufactured out of nothing for Dengler. $527 Dengler into 19. Akatu at 470. He's still got 12 lines to go, but his board is all kinds of dirty. Trying to clean up. Dengler clean. And Akatu very dependent board right now. Akatu still fighting. And into 19 at 485 with kind of a medium high board. Fighting it down still, Akatu 490, 640 for Dengler, 150,000 point lead. Dengler long bar over Tetris 671. So 200,000 point lead. Dengler ahead by 20 pieces though. Or not 20 pieces, 20 lines, sorry. 20 lines. And it's of course what a line is, but basically 2.5 pieces. That's at 50 pieces ahead. Holy moly. A lot of pieces. Is that how math works? I don't know. I've been deep cleaning my bathroom yesterday, and so maybe I have some cleanser fumes affecting my brain and my math abilities. 830 for Dengler, 570 for Akatu. A very healthy overall score lead for Dengler. But, ahead 20-something lines. There's a Tetris Dengler, 896. Akatu clean. Tetris 646. Akatu. Now 677. He's on 25. Dengler is now into 27. Their Tetris Akatu 739. Dengler with the max out on 27. There's a Tetris Dengler A66. He's got 2 more Tetrises he could take. He goes no burns from here. There's one. He's got the 1.1 locked up. Akatu's board up pretty high. And that left bar is going to seal it. Akatu going to top out 747. Dengler, you are good in game number 2. Short Sword says, oof, suffer game for Akatu, 747 on 26. If I'm at 747 on 26, I'm shaking. And that's a suffer game for a top player. Code Crusher, first time chat. New pieces are here. Players, take a moment if you need it. 22440D. D. The whole squid is here. The whole squid is here, Tio. Has CTM ever incremented? I mean, occasionally we'll do it if someone fouls a seed or something like that, but you should not expect it. And maybe in the early days we did of same piece sets. All right, looks like both players are ready. What was once a best of 5, now a best of 3. In 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Yeah, as soon as I realized, yeah, I think we did increment in the early days of same piece sets. And then once I realized that there are tools for previewing, examining seeds and things like that, and with prize pools and stuff, I decided to randomize. Don't remember exactly when that was. Nelstris, Jazzy Josh, Benja Plus. Welcome. Adam Kenobi over on YouTube. Jongler, what the heck? Says my Lions PB for level 19 start is only 67. Did you just put a 6-7 in the chat? Jongler, it's your first warning. You're gonna have to write a 670-word essay on why it's important not to troll the chat with brain rot. $161 for Akatu, $161 for Dengler. Same score, same lines. All right, Dengler with a Spire. He's going to go ahead and try to fix all that up. Tetris Akatu 229. Going to take the lead, 29,000 point lead. I'm sorry, 19,000 point lead. Dirty Tetris, column 10, 1 row up for Dengler. And another one. Another Tetris Dengler, 288, 322, Akatu. 33,000 point lead. That's Tetris and a half. All right, spin tuck of the tee for Dengler. And looking for a bar down there. All right, he's actually set up column 4, trying to remain set up here. And there is the Tetris column 4 for Dengler. Got a spire there. It's still low, like columns 7 and 8. $365 Dengler, $419 Akatu. Oh, misdrop of the L piece. It's going to slow Dengler down a little bit. He looks to bring the stack back down. Plenty of time to clear it out, though, before 19. $382 Dengler, and now $511 for Akatu. Dengler going to uncover that right side, long bar down, Tetris, and another one. I think we're looking for that J piece, and it's not going to find it. Going to undershift that S piece. That's going to cause him to create some holes. All right, uncovers the right side again. Tetris, Dengler, 462. 605 for Akatu. 9 lines to go for him until 19. Tetris Dengler into 19 at 486. Akatu looking for one more Tetris. Takes a couple skims and a Tetris at 656 entry for Akatu. And finds another one immediately after that. So players kind of trading. High 600 entry is into 19. Well, maybe a ghost burn there, not exactly sure for Dengler. All right, he's open up on the left. Well, 2 rows up, gets the Tetris, 580. All right, Dengler covered, uncovers, recovers. 3 more rows of garbage on the well. All right, he's going to uncover that right side, looking for a quick bar, gets it. Tetris for Dengler, 630. But he is ahead about like 9 lines, but back by 228,000. Oh, kind of a misdrop with that T piece, maybe overspin or something like that. And Dengler opens up, gets a Tetris 706. There's another one, 739, but Akatu at 960. Akatu is 10 lines back and has 250,000 point lead. Whatever Dengler can try to do to catch up here, it's going to have to involve some 29. Akatu with the max out on level 27. There's a Tetris Dengler 851. Misdrop of the S piece for Dengler is going to slow him down as he enters 29. The speed is doubled. $1.1 for Akatu. He's going to Tetris. He hasn't even gotten to 29 yet. He's got one more Tetris he could get. Dengler 879 here at level 30, and a couple of bars piled up high on the left. Those are going to be under-rolled. So missed the 5 taps on both of those, or well, maybe one of those, and then probably just couldn't get it over because it's not easy. But on the first one, definitely missed. So that is going to be a top out for Dengler. Akatu with the 1.2. We'll let him mullen it out a little bit. Turnabout is fair play. All right, Akatu going to say GG's or just give up. Sounds good. All right. New pieces here for the players. Let's give Akatu that game. McMonkey with the 1,000 bits. That's a lot of bits. Says, hi, Vandy. It's my birthday, so here's a present. Keep up the good work. Well, I didn't get you anything. I feel bad, but thank you, McMonkey. I'll take it. Happy birthday to McMonkey. Thanks for the pin, T.O. Just don't tell the kids how old you are. If there's 2 old guys around, it might scare them off. I mean, justifiably. All right, looks like both players on seed. Both players have signaled ready. This is game number 4, so Dengler's got to win this one to force a decider in 3-2-1 Tetris. I mean, I got to be older, right? I'm old. I mean, I got to be older than everybody in this chat. All right, Dengler starting off with a couple of Tetrises. Yeah, I'm a couple. 45. You told me not to tell anyone how old you are, and yet you just did. See, I tricked you. Got him. Dengler in trouble. Early on here, gets the T, and that is going to be a top out for Dengler. So the chase down for Akatu is 46,000, but Akatu might not survive. We'll see if he can bring this down. I don't think he's going to be able to. And that is going to be a top out for Akatu. Dengler with the quit here, but he has just forced a decider. Dengler. Don't do that. Come back. You're still playing. Rigged for decider? Oh my goodness. That's a very low scoring game. Didn't even muster 25 lines between them. He's probably outside now. He's not even listening. Dengler. He's probably just like punching pillows or something. I don't know. Like, that's what I would do. Can we take this as a forfeit? No, we cannot. But don't do that, guys. This is an example of we love Dengler, but this is an example of don't do that. Didn't catch him in time. He already sold his computer. I don't want to reschedule. Come on, guys. Oh my God. You've pinged him on Discord. So did I. So did I. You think if you end stream, you should automatically lose? No, we're not looking to eliminate people on technicalities. Okay, we're looking to play Tetris. Let's let Tetris decide. On the other hand, don't do this. You know. Yeah, this has happened before. I think maybe it was like Sidnev, maybe. I mean, you know, it's fine. You know, people go offline because I think they're going to have a reaction and they don't want to show that reaction on stream. And that's a good thing. Like, that's good. Oh, Allenbot versus Gerald, too. Yeah, that's good, right? I mean, I do have stuff to do, so it's not over until it's actually over, guys. Can anyone like text Dengler? Let me refresh the stream. Maybe he's back. I mean, I wouldn't really be video games, but sometimes I would like. We had this old recliner. It was a piece of crap, so I would just punch the crap out of it. Does anyone have Dengler? Can anyone text Dengler? It's a decider, but I mean, it's an understandable reaction, and a lot of people do that kind of stuff, but just wait to see, you know? Just wait to see. No, oh man. All right, well, okay, we don't need to show Akatu. We'll give him some privacy here. But geez. Is there any way to reach him? Yeah, is there anyone? There's no punishment. Just, I would like to get the match done. So if anybody has a way to reach him. I can wait another 5 minutes. All right, there's a manhunt on. Well, yeah, I mean it's like I get it. You know, I totally get it, but and I'm not mad or anything, but it's just like it's just like I wish it hadn't happened that way. I mean I don't care who wins, but I just wish that hadn't happened. Like I got stuff to do. I'm trying, you know, we're making the other player wait. Yes, Joka. How is mold stuff going? Not out of the woods yet. It's either like, oh, there's no mold, then there's AC, or there's no AC, and then there's I don't know. It's alright. It's not. They have to replace, I think, the AC motor. They said, oh, we're coming on Monday at 11 a.m. So they just kind of hung around, and of course they didn't show up at 11. Chances, I don't know if Kingsman is around, but yeah, that would make sense. Yeah, it's just... Oh. You're getting kind of tired. Akatu, do you want to reschedule? Well, if you say you want to reschedule it, we'll do it. Because you're the opponent. He's responding now. Akatu, it's up to you. Not if he comes here like right now. Yeah, okay. He's responding now. Dengler says, my fault. Yeah, well, who else's fault would it be? Of course it is. Like, yes, of course. We know. All right, you're online. All right. All right, we need Dengler to write a 1,500 word essay on why not to rage quit. A 6,700 word essay. Oh my God, that's like a it's not a book exactly, but it is a monograph. I would say that's a monograph. All right, we're gonna get these players some pieces. He's like, I was here. I was just waiting for the pieces the whole time. Let me refresh both the players and we'll get this over with. We should start assigning essays, right? Yeah, like if you want to play in subsequent months, you must write a 1,000-word essay on why not to do it. All right, looks like both players are on seed. Both players are ready. Let us get them started. It is a decider between Dengler and Akatu. The winner goes to the top 8 in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. It's fine. Accidental pause at the beginning is not a problem. Apology essay as admission. Yeah, that's it. If you want to play in future months, you must submit an essay. All right, well, here we are. Round of 16 match. The winner goes to the top 8. It's going to be either Dengler or Akatu in this decider. A early top out and really two early top outs for both players, gotten mired in kind of the same rough sequence with equally more or less high boards. All right, even Kingsman didn't have his number. I thought Kingsman had all the numbers. Short Sword says both have surpassed their game 4 scores. It was not difficult. All right, Tetris, Dengler 101, 81,000 for Akatu. All right, Tetris for Dengler 171, 128 Akatu. So same lines and about a 20,000 point lead for Dengler. Dengler gets Tetris 240 through 51. All right, Dengler with the T-tuck to set up the Vits. He fills in the Vits, now looking to get that Tetris. Well, Dengler is his competition. Oh, Dengler going to miss that Z-spin. You know, a lot of players have alternate accounts, so they can play without causing the streamer to see ads, right? Which is bad for restream games. So, and usually it's some joke or a variation of their name, like Akatu has one as well. Tetris Dengler 359, 299 Akatu. Zook says that's why alts, right? There you go. Yeah, so if they have monetized channels on Twitch, it's going to run ads. Now, it won't run ads for me, so it doesn't actually matter. Because I have Twitch Turbo on the account that's tied to my OBS browser, but they still like to go in their alts and maybe they don't have to interact with a bunch of, you know, randos in chat and things like that. And by randos in chat, I guess I mean you guys who are in chat. 391 for Akatu, 450 for Dengler. All right, Dengler going to use that long bar to fill in the middle here. All right, kind of running out of places to put things, so Dengler going to have to make a gap. He is Tetris ready, though. A little bit of a drought. The triple and the Tetris Dengler 505, 461 for Akatu. All right, we are approaching level 19. That speed will soon increase by 50%. The colors will change. The value of line clears will go up. The first inflection point, if you will, in a Tetris match. 582 Akatu, 567 Dengler. All right, Dengler would love a bar right now, but it's just going to have to uncover and try to bring this down. And there's the bar for the middle for Dengler. And a double and a Tetris for Dengler. 599, 635 Akatu. Tetris Akatu, 687. The pullback here for Dengler. That's going to help him burn away a lot of garbage on the well. Kind of an under tap with that SP. So now he's got to dig all that away. He's got a good kind of double wide situation over on that left, and he starts to bring it down. Should be accessible. And he's chopping it down with a double and a triple. So Dengler out of the dig, waiting, getting 656 after the Tetris, 749 for Akatu. Akatu gets a Tetris. Same line count. Akatu ahead by about 122,000. Tucking the Tetris Akatu. There's one Dengler. They're on 24 now. Tetris is here worth 30,000 points. So it's about a 3 Tetris and change lead for Akatu. Do people even know what change is, by the way, when you go like you know, most people are like cashless now. I can't remember the last time I touched currency, but you're gonna say, oh, it's 3 and change. What is change? What do you mean change? 759 Dengler, 880 now at Tetris for Akatu, 912. A little droughty. Tetris for both. 146,000 point lead, Akatu. Oh, Dengler going to set up the Z spin as an adjustment, but misses the spin. Takes a little extra burning here. There's a Tetris Dengler. Akatu with the max out. He's on 27. 873 for Dengler. There's a Tetris Dengler, 909. Akatu 2 rows up. And just 10 lines to go until 28. So Dengler looking to bring this, Akatu looking to bring this stack down. And he's going to do it with a dirty Tetris into 29. He's got the 1.1 Tetris for Dengler in at 980. What, 120,000 point lead for Akatu at the 29 entry. Speed is doubled now. Max out for Dengler on 30. All right, both players fighting here. Good double there for Akatu. Akatu kind of going for it. Dengler at A22, about 140,000 back. All right, chopping this down. Dengler staying safe. Tetris, Akatu, he's got the 1.2 and another one for here for Dengler. Just short of A70. All right, good burns here for Dengler as he waits. And yeah, getting droughted here. Covers just as the bar comes. Akatu's board breaking down. That's going to be a top out for Akatu at C16. So Dengler trying to fight this down as well. And that is going to be a top out for Dengler as well. And Akatu is going to make it in level 29s for both Akatu. They both pretty much topped out right around the same time. Akatu with the win. So GG's Akatu, GG's Dengler. Good decider from both of these, but it is going to be Akatu. Moving on to what? The top 8. This is the top 8. So this would be, is this Akatu's highest finish? Finish, get it? Hold on. Let me go take a look. Yeah, it's your deepest run, right? Because, yeah, your previous was the top 16. So, yeah, this is officially Akatu's deepest run, at least in terms of the round achieved. He might have won more matches in Mega Masters. But as far as how deep he's gotten into the tournament, he's in the top 8. So, GG's and GG's Dengler. Glad we were able to see this one through. And thanks for coming back, and really appreciate that. Okay. Let's go ahead and take a look at our bracket. We have our first round of 8. Yeah, we're not really in the business. We're not forfeit happy. We're not looking to like forfeit people. This is not forfeit, classic forfeit monthly. This is Tetris monthly. So we want to actually play Tetris. Okay, well, yeah. Akatu is the first one into the top 8. We'll see. Let's take a look at that round of 16. He's going to have to play either Blue Scooty or Tugi standing in his way, shooting for his first semifinals. The next Masters event is Thursday. So we're going to do that full bracket. It's going to be Meme versus Oscar, Eyeball versus Cobra in basically the red bracket. And that is going to be on Thursday at 9 p.m. in the U.S. So that is early morning UTC, right? So that's going to be like 1 UTC. And then Friday, we do have a Mega Dasters round of 32. We're going to finish up that, Eliash beat Adam. And now we got to do the other side of that bracket. Peak versus Geek, winner versus Eliash. So Peak versus AV Geek, winner versus Eliash. Okay, that's going to do it for me. Thanks for everybody who supported the channel during the stream. Thanks for hanging out while we got all that taken care of. McMonkey, 1,000 bits. Appreciate that. Raid from Nelstris. Thank you so much. Patrons, thank you. Scott Gray, Jane, The Window, Ken, Antaki, Corporal Shelby, Troy, Dan, Kim, Emerald, Potato, Kaka, Javanti, Jason, Sonny Jr., everybody else. I got to update the slide. I know. I'll get it. I promise. Anyway, go to patreon.com/monthly Tetris to support us. You can also use the ways to support us in the chat that I'm going to put right now. Prize pool still at $1,333.96. No movement on that, but I feel confident that you guys are going to get us to that $2,000 incentive, and that means we can pay Akatu, so that would be really good. Oh, this just in. Tomorrow, this just in. Masters Orange Yellow Top 16. This just got added. Like right now, I literally saw it being added. It'll be 7 p.m. tomorrow night. Dog versus Knight. Miles versus Tristop. Winner versus winner for a semifinal spot. Dog, Knight, Miles, Tristop. That is going to be a banger tomorrow, 7 p.m. Texas time. It's basically midnight UTC, and by midnight I mean the literal as soon as it's the morning UTC. So 0001 on Thursday. Okay, a one dog night. Yes, indeed. I was waiting for someone to do that. All right. Well, there you go. I guess we'll see you tomorrow. Wednesday my time, Thursday the earliest possible time on Thursday morning UTC. Okay? Good? YouTube, have a great night. Take care. Bye-bye. And Twitch, thank you all again for hanging out. Appreciate y'all. Keeping it together. And Jay is streaming on the wrong Tetris, but we're going to raid him anyway. Raid Coverdale's? What's Coverdale's doing? Yeah, we did just raid Jay, so maybe we got to give Coverdale's a... All right, we'll raid Coverdale's because he's streaming on the right Tetris. And he's a Patreon supporter, so there you go. All right, take care, everybody. You can also watch Jay streaming on the wrong Tetris. Hey, what's up, Retro Cabeza? All right, take care, everybody. See you tomorrow. Bye.